Stadium here in Louisville, Kentucky, home of the University of Louisville football Cardinals. Today's action is not of the collegiate type. It's 4A state championship time here at Cardinal Stadium. Hi, I'm Pete Capizzi. Today's action will pit the Trinity Shamrocks, who are undefeated, against the undefeated DuPont Manual Crimsons. And Wally Euler, when you and I played football here at the University of Louisville, you called the plays and I added the extra points. We're going to switch that around. I'll call the plays today and you can add the color points.
That sounds good to me, Pete. I tell you, this Manual team is the Cinderella team of the whole state playoff system, I think. 4 years ago, they were 0-10. Now they're 13-0, going for a state championship. A school that's rich in tradition, and it's going to be a great game. I think the people to watch for Manual will be Justin Smith, a real fine lineman, and Brian Jordan, a running back that is very explosive. I know in their victory over Mayo, the first time they played them, 28-0, Brian had a super ball game. He was an exciting ball player to watch. I think it's going to be a fine ball game, and we'll see after this if the glass slipper fits.
Of course, you also coached at Mayo High School for quite a years here in the city of Louisville, and you know quite a bit about this Manual team and that great Mayo-Manual rivalry.
Yeah, it's the oldest in the nation, and I was fortunate enough to be the coach of the winning Mayo team in the 100th game, but it's just a great, great tradition in high school football.
Well, that's super. Also joining us in the booth today is Jim Fraser. And Jim, what can you tell us about the Trinity Shamrocks?
Well, Trinity's going for their 9th state title. That would tie them with Highlands for the most in the books. They've got an excellent quarterback in Jeff Brohm. All my sources tell me he could play anywhere insofar as college goes. Also, they've got a fine lineman in Jason Dombrowski and a good linebacker in Andy Tapp. I look for an outstanding matchup today.
Well, that's it, and it should be an outstanding matchup. We're getting ready for the kickoff here at Cardinal Stadium, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after these words from some of our sponsors. Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium, everyone. We're here for 4A state championship action. The Trinity Shamrocks against the DuPont Manual Crimsons. Hi, I'm Pete Capizzi, your play-by-play announcer. Joining us in the booth is Wally Euler, former high school coach at Mayo and player here at Louisville, and Jim Fraser. We're about to kick it off here, and we are underway, as a matter of fact. A squib-type kick that's bobbled back there at the 5-yard line. Running up with the ball is Mike Faulkner, and he is tackled by a slew of Trinity players at the 15-yard line.
Pete, it looks like the Trinity Rocks are pretty fired up right now. They've got a great tradition in the state high school football. Wanting to repeat. This would make their 9th state title in both 3A and 4A, so they're definitely fired up. Manual's here for the first time in quite a while.
Keith Thompson, the starting quarterback, brings up the Crimsons to the line of scrimmage. Faulkner goes in motion. It's a handoff off right tackle. Very small gain by Jordan. Picked up about 2.5 yards. It'll be second and a long 8 as we take a look here, Wally.
Yeah, see Jordan, little isolation play, straight handoff, nothing fancy, just going right at the Trinity line, trying to test them out a little bit to see how the Manual line, they've got an excellent offensive line, how they can handle them or not.
Second down and 8. Thompson calling signals in motion. And the same play again, Wally, right off that right side again, and Jordan looked as though he fumbled the ball, but I believe the officials are waving it dead.
I think it was already down, Pete.
Matt Hoff on the tackle.
Obviously, Manual's coming in here. Here you see the play again, wanting to test out that right side of their offensive line. It's nice blocking in there. Nice little gain.
Third down and 2. The ball's at the 28-yard line. Early going in this first quarter of action. Straight ahead dive, and that's the other running back, Jackson, going over the right side. As all he needed to do was just get a little bit past that 25-yard line for a first down, and they are signaling a timeout. Greg Shuck in on the tackle.
Fellas, as I understand it, Coach HAAG is really stuck with this group of seniors here at Manual. I think in their years as freshmen, a bunch of them played. They were 0-10. Then as sophomores, 2-8. They finally got up to break even last year, but it's quite a surprise that they're 13-0.
Once again, if you've joined us late, we're at 10-14 in the first quarter for a state championship game here at Cardinals Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Wally Euler has joined us, and Jim Frazier, rather. I'm Pete Campese, your play-by-play announcer. We've got a fourth down and less than a yard for Manual, and it appears, Wally, they're going to go for it.
Pete, against Mayo, Manual did this the first 3 or 4 times. They, on short yardage, no matter where it is, they're going to go for the first down.
Well, they're lining up with the divide backfield in motion, and it's a quarterback sneak. Thompson's got it.
Excellent call that time.
I'll tell you, this is, I mean, so early in the game, you're hitting a critical stage here when you're going for it, fourth down on your own, what was it, 31 or 30? But I've seen Manual play a few times this year, and they will do that.
Well, they got to the big show by playing that way, as you mentioned, Wally, so you might as well lay it all on the line, go for this 4A title.
First down and 10, the ball's out to the 27-yard line. Thompson calling signals. Straight ahead and handoff again up this left side, and it's Jordan, breaking a tackle, picking up about 6 or 7 yards. There he is, getting up off the floor. In that tackle was Greg Shuck again, 6'1", 196-pound senior for Trinity.
Here we see it's a straight handoff. Brian just does an excellent job here. Good leg drive. He does not want to go down. Good run here. He's an excellent athlete.
Second down and 3. Thompson calling signals. 2 receivers left. In motion goes Cowell. Once again, Thompson on the quarterback sneak. He's got another first down.
Well, Pete, you know, this Manual team has got to be the Cinderella team of this whole state playoff system that we have here. 4 years ago, they're 0-10. They become a magnet school. They have the youth performing arts. They can draw students from all over the county. Steve got in there, got the job, has built up a great program now.
Now, by magnet school, we'll let this play go, but we'll come back to that in a second. I'd like you to explain that a little bit more. First and 10, the ball's at the 39.5-yard line. Thompson calling signals. He hands back right there to 22. Jordan, he spins off right tackle, picks up a couple yards. John Harrison in on the tackle from his linebacking position.
Pete, I think
now, a magnet school. What does that attract metal or no? I'm just teasing, Wally.
well, we'll get back to it. Here's the play, little isolation play. Brian Jordan sitting off the right side there. You saw John Harrison in on the tackle there, nice play. But Manual has an excellent offensive line, and I think we're going to have to see if they can withstand 3-4 quarters of this up against Trinity's tough defense.
Second down and 8, the ball's at the 41-yard line. Thompson hands it back, and it's nowhere to go. Straight ahead isolation play. Kenny Garr in on the tackle.
Pete, getting back to this magnet school, best way to put it is like a college prep school. And they can go out just like Mayo, when I coached there, is a traditional school. You go out all over the county, kids can come to you. You know, you don't have districts.
You don't have district. You can pull from anywhere inside the county. And
that's right.
Third and long. Thompson's back. He's sacked. Back in the backfield, number 38, Andy Tappan. He's a good one. I tell you what, 6'1", 185-pound senior has been in a lot of tackles for the Shamrocks.
Yes, sir. And I tell you, Trinity prides themselves in their defense. Here we are. We'll look at it. Thompson's going back to pass, looking for a receiver. He can't find one. He's chased out of the pocket. Tap grabs on, takes him down. Excellent play.
Wesley Jackson's back to punt, and he's a starting center. He gets one, sort of hooks it a little bit to the left. It's not going to go real far. Bounces backwards toward Manual, takes a Trinity hop, and goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Trinity will open up here with excellent field position.
You know, fellas, and we saw such an outstanding 3A game earlier, and we saw Paul Layden. Really now looking forward to get a chance to look at Jeff Brohm. They tell me he runs like a 4.6 40. He's big time. He's also the senior class president, ranks number 10 in his class, and they say he's got a chance to be drafted in baseball as well.
Brohm rolls left. He's going to keep it. He runs up in the pile, picks up about 6 yards. Came out with a different formation on that one, didn't they, Wally?
Yeah, Pete, they had like a trips look where they have 3 receivers to one side. Looked like they had a slot back on the other side, or wing back. And Brohm just, here you will see Brohm on the sprint out. Everybody's down there blocking. This is a straight quarterback sweep. He's cutting up field there. It was a nice run.
2nd down and 4. Brohm fakes inside, pitches back. First down, Trinity. That pitch back went to number 39, Scott ROLFSCHNELDER. Does pick up enough for a rock first down. Takes the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Pete, I'm already impressed with Brohm. I tell you, Jeff he's smooth. He rolled that back into the line, pulled the ball out, came on down the line, got that in to commit himself, and then pitched it.
Of course, when you're a 4.0 student and have the bloodlines, as we'll get into this after this play, 1st and 10 for the Rocks. Brohm hands back to Johnson. Johnson off the left side, picks up a couple yards. The ball pops loose, but I believe it was after the whistle had blown. Keith Payne in on the tackle.
Tell you, Trinity with a wide receiver that a lot of folks have overlooked. I think you'll maybe see him contributing here. Sean Taylor. I noticed he was split out and had single coverage that time. Let's see, maybe they might go back to him there.
You don't need to go all the way down because you can't get much further anyway.
2nd down and 6. The ball's at the 30.
Boy, what a lick that we just saw there.
31-yard line. Yeah, big hit. 32-yard line. Brohm is up, in motion. Comes the flanker back for Trinity. Brohm hands back to Johnson. Johnson off the left side. Good hold, but very, very quick up out of their secondary positions is Ramon Williams and Era Jackson.
A lot of quickness on the field here, Wally. Excuse me.
Trinity's finding a little home over here on their left side. They've been attacking it. They must feel like they can do something over there because they're getting some good yardage.
If you've joined us late, 4A state championship here at Cardinal Stadium, 4:33 left in the first quarter. No score. Brohm hands off on 3rd down and 2 over the right side. It appears to be a Shamrock first down. The ball carrier was Rich Zabel on that one.
Here we see the replay. Just a straight handoff. He goes over top to get the first down.
Another Shamrock. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, I'm just going to say they ran that one over top of big number 75 for Manuel, Justin Smith, 5'9", 250.
And here's Johnson on a little counter play. Brohm started to roll left and handed back to Johnson. Picks up good yardage off that right side.
Pete, I think right now we're just seeing Trinity testing out Manuel's defensive line, going straight at him, not doing anything fancy. They're just line up toe-to-toe and say, here we come, stop us.
Well, the field position that they had after the punt certainly lended itself to them being a little bit conservative. 2nd down and 4. Brohm rolling left, cuts it up inside, but he's taken down at the line of scrimmage by Era Jackson. Of course, Jackson plays both ways for the Crimsons.
And you're wondering now, maybe it's a passing situation now. 3rd looks like either a short 4, maybe a long 3 here for the 1st. Anxious to see Brohm put it up in the air.
3rd down and 4. 3:08 in the first quarter. On balance line for Trinity to the right. Brohm spins, hands back, no gain. ROLFSCHNELDER be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one, guys.
Tell you, it looked like Eric Jackson shooting through from his defensive back there, got a piece of the tackle and was able to bring him down. And here's decision time now for Coach Lampley.
Yes, it is. 4th down and 4. The ball is resting at the 19-yard line. In for Trinity comes Darren Hall. Out goes Johnson.
Well, looking down at the sidelines, a lot of players dressed for Trinity. It looked like they must have 85, 90 people dressed.
4th and 4. The ball's 19. Brohm drops straight back. He's first out of the pocket. He's rolling right. Cuts back across the grain, breaks a tackle, cuts back across the grain again, sees a wide receiver open the end zone. Touchdown, Trinity! Number 10, Brett Holzclaw.
Well, he showed me right there that he's big time, fellas. There was no way he was going to be brought down. What quickness, 4.6 40.
I tell you, I'm sure we'll see that again. Jeff was so cool under pressure. I mean, he had nothing but crimson jerseys in front of him. Just started cutting back against the grain, picking and choosing his way. Saw the open receiver here. You see it right here. Here he's rolling to the right.
He was shut down at least 3 times on this play, Wally.
I mean, his receivers are all good defense here by Manuel. Right here, there's a missed tackle. You know, he's cutting back. Says, "Pardon me there, sir." Watch this little move here. Boy, that is big time. Now he's looking downfield.
Look at that
Boy, he's throwing off balance. I mean, look at this ball. I mean, beautiful. Just beautiful execution. I tell you, Mr. Jeff Brohm made that happen. I'll guarantee you.
Right, and a nice job by Holzclaw there, finding the open area, catching the pass. Trinity strikes like lightning.
Well, as we took a look at that replay, the kick was good. Beckman puts it through. Trinity is now up 7-0 over Manual. We're at 2:09. If you've joined us late, I'm Pete Capizzi, joined by Wally Euler and Jim Frazier up here in the box. 4A state championship action, Trinity 7, DuPont Manual Crimsons 0. Beckman ready to kick it off. Deep is 23. Ramon Williams for the Crimsons. Down the middle, and it's caught. Michael Faulkner, and he's dancing around. He's running sideways, doesn't pick much up, gets the ball out to the 24. There's a flag on the play. Jamie Roberts in on the tackle, but there will be a flag on the play.
Interesting to see what penalty this is. It didn't look like he got his face mask. It looked like he might have grabbed him. Yeah, I guess he did get it. It looked like tackling him around the neck.
Let's take another look at it here, Wally.
Okay, we see Michael Faulkner here with the ball. Goes up the middle and then cuts to the outside. He's going a little east-west instead of north-south. Yeah, he might have had his arm up in his... I don't know, Jamie Roberts was the culprit, I guess. I definitely don't think it was intentional, but they sure marked it off like one.
1st and 10, the ball's out at the 39-yard line. 2:02 left in the first quarter of action. Thompson hands straight ahead. There's a big hole. 21 Jackson fights through, and he's dragging tacklers across the 45 down to the 41-yard line. Straight ahead handoff. I tell you what, big play.
Well, Larry, he's a 4-year player. He started for 3 years, just began starting in the backfield this year, been mainly playing defense, but he's a very big, strong player.
This play is one of their bread and butter plays. I think it was a short trap, and they ran it against Mail a lot, picked up a lot of yardage. I think we're going to see that play a lot tonight.
Thompson brings them up. We have wide receivers to the right in a twins formation. The snap is back, off tackle to the right. Jordan picks up a couple yards. Number 22, Charles Contreras, in on the tackle.
Tell you, we've had pretty much a quick first quarter here. It's just a minute and change to play.
Excuse me, that was 38, yeah. Andy Tapp in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the just shy of the 40. Thompson hands back. Big foul line of scrimmage, no gain.
Well, there's definitely nowhere to go on that one. David Glass in on that stop. in Bryan, Texas. Here we see the handoff. Just a little isolation play, but look at this defensive surge by 78, knocking the blocker right back into the backfield. That's what caused that play to jam up like that.
That was Eric Hill. Good defensive play. 3rd down and long. 3rd and 9, 9.5, 8.5 rather. Thompson fakes. He's throwing out to Faulkner. Faulkner catches it, cuts back across the grain, and he's stopped for no gain. Good defensive play. Andy Tapp again.
Well, I tell you, Andy Tapp is all over this field. Boy, what a hustler.
Going down to the end, the score's over.
As the clock winds down, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. The first quarter is history. We're at Cardinal Stadium, 4A state championship. Trinity Shamrocks up 7-0 over the Manual Crimsons. We'll be right back. No, we won't. Let's take a look at this play as we fade to a commercial break. We're back at Cardinal Stadium for the second quarter of action. Trinity is up on top of Manual 7-0. Up here in the box we have colormen Jim Frazier and Wally Euler. I'm Pete Campese, your play-by-play announcer. We're going to have a 4th down and 9 for the Crimsons. They have driven the ball into Trinity territory. The ball's at the 41-yard line as we take a look at Coach Lampley yelling encouragement to his defensive unit out there. It's going to be a punt by Jackson. The snap is back. Jackson gets a foot into it. It's a high spiraling punt. Bounces at the 3 and rolls into the end zone for the automatic touchback.
Nice kick. It was 42 yards and going all the way through the end zone. Something like a 50, 52-yard kick.
Pete, I think Manuel was trying there to get Trinity backed up deep in its territory, not to give them the room to operate. Because Trinity is obviously got a strong team, and both clubs come in here 13-0. They've had tremendous seasons.
Isn't that wonderful? 13-0. What a way to have two teams come into a state championship game.
I agree.
1st and 10. Trinity, quick little trap right up the middle. 39. ROLFSCHNELDER. He was running on his 2 feet and hands. On that one.
He didn't want to go down, did he?
2nd and 3rd effort as we take a look at Johnson coming in.
Well, Brohm had such success there with his last throw that he made. You wonder when he's just going to put it up again.
2nd down and 4. The ball is being snapped. Brohm hands back to Johnson. Johnson goes over the right side. Picks up plenty of yardage for a rock 1st down. In on the tackle, Brian Jordan.
You know, Pete, I'm sitting here watching Brohm. He is a cool competitor. I mean, he's not excitable. He's back there. He's the general on the field. He's got the attention of his team. He's a good one. I mean, I hadn't seen that much, but I'm already impressed with him.
Fellas, what do you think about the stamina that's going to be involved in this game? Trinity, they never play people both ways, whereas Manual, they've got, I think, 6 players that go both ways.
Here's Brohm on a sprint out to run all the way. He's got blockers down in front of him. Makes someone miss him at the 50-yard line. He put a move on Derek Wardlow. I'll tell you what, just sort of gave him the inside hip and took it away. Has he got jets or has he got jets?
He's got the speed. Watch, here we go. This is pure quarterback sweep. He's sprinting to his left. Gets a good block here. About 39. Scott ROLFSCHNELDER. And look at this move here. Put the ball away, Jeff. Put it away. Look at this, walking the tightrope. Good effort.
1st and 10 Rocks. It's across the 50. Brohm starts on an option. He's going to be sacked. 9-yard sack by Marvin Thomas. Started out as an option play to the right. It was going to be a pass, and it was well covered.
It was the option pass. Went down the line 3 steps, dropped straight back. Had no backside blocking, though. And Marvin Thomas came in and put the whammy on him.
Big play for Manuel.
We may see Brohm's arm here, 2nd and 19. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Yeah, we've got a procedure penalty. The left guard, once you put your hand down, you cannot pick it up, and that's not only in high school, but in college and pro too.
That's right.
I tell you, looking at the offensive line for Trinity, looks like that could almost be a college line. Those boys are big.
Well, they feed them good up here.
Yeah. Man, of course, led by Dombrowski. He's a major college prospect, first team All-State.
Second down and 24. Motion man goes through the formation. Brohm drops straight back. He's looking to his left. He's flushed out of the pocket, pitches it forward underneath. I can't believe that. That is one of the most amazing high school plays, college and pro plays I've ever seen. I hope we had slow-mo on that one. Because
here we go.
Good work, guys. This is going to go down the archives.
Brohm backpedaling straight back, looking for his receiver. They're covered over here. Defensive back's doing a good job. Watch this. The head Jeff Brohm displays here. He just flips it out to Darren Hall. Hall takes it on the run. What a play.
3rd down and 7. Brohm rolls right. He's looking, the little hook pattern. Thrown and completed. It's to Sean Taylor. Out to the 40, 35-yard line, Emmanuel, and that's enough for a Rock first down.
Boy, Pete, I tell you, this is fun just watching him play. Isn't it? I mean, I'm sure old Jeff could take his pick of colleges where he wants to go.
He's a perfect 4.0 student. Has had nothing but A's at Trinity High School, and
aren't most quarterbacks supposed to be 4 point?
Most are. I don't know what happened to you. 1st and 10 for the Rocks. Brohm off left, rolls left, hands off, back deep to Johnson. Johnson tries the left side, but doesn't pick up much. And on the tackle is Maurice Thompson for the Crimsons.
I'll tell you, Trinity's pumped up right now.
I tell you, a lot of teams, when they got 2nd and long yardage, would start to panic, certainly after the procedure call. But Jeff Brohm keeps his team under control, much the same as Paul Layden did for Covington Catholic. I think that just perseveres all throughout your team when you've got the cool quarterback.
2nd down and 9. Ball at the 34-yard line. Brohm rolls right. He's looking to pass. Does pass. Downfield picks up Johnson, 27. That was a 3rd choice, possibly a 4th choice on receivers because he looked that way. It was covered. He looked back to his left and went back.
Here we see it. Jeff's rolling right. He's looking, he's slowing up. He's trying to find somebody. He gets outside, pumps. Looking back for his 3rd choice. Now he comes back to the strong side, throws it. Perfect strike.
1st and 10 for
Excellent.
Trinity. Ball at the 21-yard line. Brohm comes left, hands right off to Johnson. Big play, fumble. It's picked up at the 15-yard line and run out to the 16. Number 41 for Derek Wardlow for Manuel. Picked that ball up, and the Crimsons hold.
Let's see. This might be the break Manuel needs to get them pumping here. Looked like he was going to break it for a big one, and somebody got in there and stripped the ball loose, popped right into his hands.
Of course, those turnovers, that's the bugaboo that got Paducah Tillman.
1st and 10 for Manuel. The ball is at the 17-yard line. Big break for the Crimsons. Thompson calling signals. Straight ahead handoff right there to 22. Jordan, he's breaking a tackle. He cuts back to the right. He's at the 40. He cuts back again. He's at the 50. Down to the 45 with Trinity. Big play for Manuel. Man half comes in for the tackle, but not after a 35 or 40-yard gain by Jordan on that one.
Here we see it. It's a straight handoff. Gets hit hard there. Bounces off one tackler. Now he's breaking across the field. Boy, this is a good athlete. Outstanding. Cuts back again. It's a great individual effort, Pete.
We have an injured player down and right in front of the Trinity bench. I can't quite make out any numbers, or it is a green jersey, I believe. I see the green pants down there.
Yeah, I can't quite pick it up.
Jordan is a 5'9", 170-pound senior. And he's been recruited by quite a few players, quite a few schools rather, as is Era Jackson and Wesley Jackson.
Where your backs are now. Where your backs are. Yeah.
Well, he went over 1,000 yards in rushing. That's certainly a big accomplishment.
Yeah, Pete, I think probably this ball game has more major college prospects playing it than any of the ones we've done the 3 prior ones.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right, Wally. We've got quite a few kids that are not only major college prospects, but we alluded to the smaller schools also in their earlier games. Schools like Hanover College and Center College, those are places where you're not necessarily paid to play or get a scholarship. It's a non-scholarship type situation. You go in and you go to school, you do get your degree, but yet you still have the opportunity to play some collegiate football.
Yeah, and I think you see these Trinity players, Manual players. I mean, obviously these kids have potential to go on and play at some level of college ball, and the nice thing is it provides them a chance to get their education and go on. You know, it's...
As a matter of fact, we had at Hanover, when I was coaching there, we had an All-American, first-team All-American defensive back from Trinity High School, young by the name of Joey Bryant. As a matter of fact, Joey's coaching with the Shamrocks right now. He's been an assistant coach for Dennis Lampley for quite a few years.
You know, Pete, Trinity has, I guess, a rich tradition of their players coming back and coaching for them. As long as I can remember, as long as I was coaching, they'd always have ex-players come back and coach. And that says a lot for the school and the program, that there's that much love for your school to come back like that.
A lot of tradition. Of course, the nouveau tradition right now is with Trinity in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, but Manual, as you know, Wally, after coaching at Male for those years, Manual had quite a bit of tradition back and before that time.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. I know just going back in some of the history on Manual, their 48 team, which was a state championship team, all 11 offensive starters won major college scholarships. Now, obviously, it's a pretty powerful team. And back in those days, God, it was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Maybe for you.
But, I mean, they went down to New Orleans. They went to Gaston, Alabama. I mean, it was almost like a college, the way they traveled and played.
Talking about tradition, Jim, you're from the eastern part of the state, and there's a few schools up in that area that have quite a bit of tradition. We watched one yesterday, Pikeville for one.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of schools up there, and I think certainly led by Pikeville now, as they wind up coming up with a couple of state titles. They've won 29 games in a row, 4th longest streak in Kentucky high school football. And I think a lot of folks up in the eastern mountains there are certainly very proud of the job that they've done, as the folks in Louisville would be proud of what a job that these Trinity and Manual teams have done. Manual only 13-0. I think it's been somewhat of a surprise to a lot of folks here, but Trinity, they're never a surprise when they come through with a good squad.
That's right, Jim. Well, we've got a few minutes here. We'd like to thank Wayne Martin and WYMT TV in Hazard for their help in securing some of the video equipment to bring you this broadcast. And that WYMT, we understand, means we're your mountain TV station.
That's it. We're your mountain television. So I tell you, taking a long look at that young man. I certainly hope everything's all right.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, well, now he's getting up here. Let's see.
That's Bill Ralston, I believe.
Yeah, Bill Ralston.
5'9", 156 senior. On that run there by Jordan, there was a lot of good pursuit by Trinity, and I think maybe he might have just got caught under the pile. And
it looks like he might have jammed his neck the way he was sort of reaching back there.
We'd like to thank our director, Chris DeMeo, down in the truck for the excellent camera work. And production that we've got. We've got a first down at the 46-yard line of Trinity. Manuel in possession. Thompson calling signals. Quick trap right straight ahead to Jackson. He's fighting, diving, dragging tacklers forward. Picks up about 4 or 5 tough yards.
You know, fellas, even though Manuel has fallen behind in this game, the scoop that I get on them is actually they're a very conservative club. They really won't put the ball up in the air a lot. Would you believe that to be true, Wally?
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, I saw the first Mayo game, they scored on a real fancy play. But most of all, yeah, they are conservative, but they will reach in their little bag of tricks once in a while.
Second down and 6. The ball's at the 42-yard line. Faulkner in motion. Thompson on a quarterback sneak, goes over the left guard area. John Harrison in on the tackle. Thompson picks up 3 or 4 yards, going to make it 3rd down and 2.
It wouldn't surprise me, Pete, if we're sitting here, this is a 2-down territory to get this yardage.
For Manuel especially.
Yeah.
We're at 6:40 in the second quarter. State 4A championship. Trinity Shamrocks ahead 7-0 over the Manuel Crimsons. Motion man goes through the formation. Thompson comes down, hands straight off to Jackson. Jackson picks up a couple yards. It's going to be spotted real close to the first down. Jason Dombrowski, the 6'4", 252-pound senior, in on the tackle now. He is a good one.
Here we go, play. Jackson's driving. Good stick there, but I think he's got good leg drive. You know what? I mean, he drugged those kids 4 or 5 yards the other time, and here he got hit solid in the hole and still went on and picked up a little bit.
4th and less than a yard. The ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. Straight ahead handoff to Jackson again, and he appears to be over the 35-yard line for the Shamrock first down.
Pete, did you notice on that set,
Crimson
quarterback sneak would have been a killer. There's a heck of a gap over there.
Let's take a look at it here, Wally. That was a huge hole there.
Yeah, but he elected not to do it, but I think he did get the first down. Yeah, he did.
1st and 10. The ball's at the 35-yard line, right on the spot where we kick it off. Manuel in possession. If you've joined us late, this is 4A state championship. Trinity versus Manuel. Thompson calling signals. Hands back to Jordan again off that left side.
Pete, I tell you, I'm impressed with this, the Manuel offensive line. The coaches have done an excellent job coaching these guys because they really do come off the football, and Trinity's known for their good defensive play, and Manuel is really holding up to him good.
We have a 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 32. We've got 4:51 left in the second quarter. Thompson calling signals. Whistles and flags down on the field. I didn't see any movement in the line. I see the Manuel players clapping. Of course.
Well, once again in that encroachment zone there, Pete. A lot of times when you see no movement, you'd think, well, maybe it was delay of game, but the delay of game will come from the back judge who's keeping the time.
Again, I'd like to know the ruling on this, how you can, the encroachment deal. In college and pro, you can jump back and forth, and high school they won't allow it.
2nd down and 3. Faulkner in motion away from the line of scrimmage. Straight ahead handoff to Jackson over the left guard area.
Fellas, do you find it a little surprising that Manuel still keeps trying to punch it up the middle there? It looks like maybe they'd try to go wide with a little bit of this speed.
I tell you, Manuel has a good trapping game, and what I mean by that, the offensive guard will pull and trap a defensive lineman. And we haven't really seen, the one big run we saw was a little short trap play, but I look to see more traps because they were successful. They've been successful with it all year.
Tyrone McCoon comes in with the play for Manuel. 3rd down and 2. Ball's at the 27-yard line. It's a sort of a trap back again, Wally. And it appears as though we've got enough for a first down. 22, Brian Jordan. And he's one of those seniors that's major college material. In on the stop was Matt Half.
Here we see that left guard pulling and trapping. Opens up just enough hole to get the first down for him. Nice play.
First and 10, the ball's at the 25-yard line for Manuel. This is their deepest penetration of the game. Faulkner is in motion. Wait, it's a pitch out to Jackson, and he cuts it across in. Pitch out to Jordan, rather, and he cuts it inside the 20. Up on the tackle once again was Matt Half and John Harrison for Trinity.
Pete, I almost thought Chris Bratcher was going to intercept this toss. Watch this. Ooh. Close, but no cigar. Nice little play here. Picked up 7 yards on the play.
We're down to 3 minutes left in the half. Trinity up 7-0, but Manuel is threatening here. They're inside the 20. The ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Wide receivers left and right. McCoomer goes in motion away from the formation. There's a fake inside and the pass to the tight end. 31 call was open for a moment, but good defensive play by Leon Smith for Trinity.
Well, he was open, but as you mentioned, Leon Smith came through to make the play.
Little fake and little dump pass over up in the seam. He might have hung it up just a little too long, because would have put it in there a little tighter. I think he would have had it. But good defensive play by Trinity.
3rd and 3 at the 18-yard line for Manuel. They send Bottoms and Faulkner out to the left. Jackson and Jordan are in a divide. Here comes Faulkner across in motion. That's a straight handoff right away to Jackson over the right side. Needed 3 yards for a first down. While it appears as though he did make it across the 15-yard line, but only after Gregory Shuck made the tackle.
I'm sure they're going to measure here. Here you see it's just straight handoff between the guard and tackle. Good leg drive. It's just, it's going to be real close.
Well, they did signal for an official timeout. The chain crew is coming across the field for the measurement. Sun is starting to set behind Cardinal Stadium. What a beautiful early winter Saturday afternoon here in Kentucky. We're at Cardinal Stadium once again. If you've joined us a little bit late, 2:27 left in the half. Trinity Shamrocks on top of the Manual Crimson 7-0. And we've got, that's 2 inches and an eighth for a first down. And it is fourth and inches. Just inside the 15-yard line. Thompson has done the quarterback sneak a number of times in this situation. Let's see if they go to it again. And he does, quarterback sneak, but there are flags on the play.
I think it's going to be against Trinity. Looked like there was some movement on the Trinity line, but they're pointing the other way. Let's see.
Ooh.
Procedure.
That's a big call there. Yep. Your right tackle, number 65, Paul Brown, moved a little bit there. The defense can move. Once the offense is set, though, the offensive lineman cannot move until the ball is snapped.
That makes a little difference here. Rather than 4th and inches, we now have 4th and 5 and inches. 5 and some inches. Down to 2:14 and counting before the half.
It's a big play for Manuel to keep this drive alive.
It certainly is. We've got Bottoms and Faulkner out to the left. The backs are Jordan and Jackson. Thompson sprints to the left. He's in trouble. He's sacked behind the line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. Big play by the Trinity defense. Coming in there was Chris Bratcher from his defensive end position.
Are they fired up? Big defensive play there for Trinity. Boy, they were just coming with their, here we see it. Quarterback's dropping back here. Looks like we had a missed assignment over here on the left side by the backs going the wrong way. And we saw Chris Bratcher there coming in to make the first contact.
So on downs, the ball goes over to Trinity. Brohm is back to pass. He's rolling right, stops, cuts back, and he's tripped up, fumbles. It appears as though 26, Maurice Thomas, fell on the fumble. Yes, they are awarding the ball back to Manuel on the fumble by Brohm. What a turnaround here late in the second quarter.
Well, Wally, you talked about how Brohm was sort of holding the ball in a risky type of situation. Let's see. No, they're going to give it back to Trinity, right?
I guess they're ruling that when he hit the ground,
when the
ball popped loose, so therefore it wouldn't be a fumble.
I don't know about that one. I wish we had a replay on that one. The ball hit the ground.
Here we are.
The ball hits the ground, but I'm not so sure his
Here we
knee's
go.
down. Let's see.
No fumble.
Should have been a fumble.
No. No, the ball is in possession. He had possession.
But he wasn't down.
When he came down, the ball hit the ground.
But his knee wasn't down, though.
Well, you may be right, Jim.
His knee wasn't down. The ball was on the ground, but his knee wasn't on the ground. There's no way he could have gotten up and ran just because the ball hits the ground. That doesn't mean a thing.
Well,
I know the ground.
Here we go. Look at it again.
They're saying the ground can't cause a fumble, but he was never down.
Let's see if he doesn't get the ball back though, and see if we can keep going with this thing and see what happens.
I don't see any knees on the ground, Jim. You may be right.
His knee was never down.
Yep.
That's got to be a fumble.
Well, let's see. Let's see here.
That's got to be a fumble.
Yep.
Well, they didn't call it a fumble because Trinity maintains possession. We've got a shotgun formation for Brohm. Direct snap. He rolls to the right. He's looking. He circles back. He's giving ground. Golly, is he quick? He sees an open receiver downfield, throws it. It's caught. It's taken out past the 40-yard line. Number 23. Number 32, Darren Hall, catches that one. I tell you what, Brohm
is amazing, isn't he? He is. Here we go, hurry up offense.
1:21 left. It's a first down for Trinity. They're out to the 43-yard line. No huddle, shotgun formation. Two receivers right. Snap back to Brohm. He sees an open receiver out there. It's number 47 for Trinity, Sean Taylor.
Here we go with the 2-minute drill. We're going to start hitting the sideline passes, get the ball down the field, stop the clock. Here we see it from the shotgun. Jeff gets the ball, rolls to his right. Here we go back to live action.
Shotgun formation again. Second down and short. Brohm rolls to the left. Sees Sean Taylor again. I don't know how he caught it, but he did.
What an amazing catch.
Ramon Williams almost picked that one off.
That looked like it was going the other way, didn't it?
1:10 left in the half.
Big turnaround here, fellas. Big turnaround because the fumble was ruled in Trinity's possession. Now they're knocking on the door.
It's complete out in the flat to ROLFSCHNELDER. He takes it down inside the 20-yard line. We're down to 103.
Just look at the way Jeff is handling his team right now. Look, he's Mr. Cool out there.
They've still got all three of their timeouts, fellas.
103 left in the half. The referee starts the clock again. Shotgun formation. Brohm is rolling left. He cuts back. There he goes back up inside. He's got a shot at the corner.
He's in!
He's in!
What an effort! I mean, Jeff Brohm rolls out. It looks like he's going to get caught, and he turns it into overdrive, goes for the touchdown. What an effort. Here he is to hold the ball. What else can I do? Here we'll look at it on the replay.
Maybe he's going to sell some popcorn later on.
He's rolling left. Look, he's in a jam here. He thinks, whoops, I'll just do it myself. There's 6 points.
The kick by Beckmeyer is good. With 51 seconds in the half, Trinity drives the ball almost the length of the field and goes up 14-0 over Manuel.
What a
Mainly on the arm and legs of Mr. Jeff Brohm.
Great effort, but again, going back to what Jim said on that fumble, I'd like to know what the ruling was.
Well,
but that's history. You don't look back, do you?
That's history. Well, I tell you, I'd hate to make a living trying to come back on Trinity after being down a couple of touchdowns. There you see a disconsolate Manuel group there, Wally.
Yes, sir.
I think they're talking about that fumble maybe there. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. It's just, but Manual's got to keep their heads up. They've had a tremendous year. They've got a great team. They'll be back in this thing.
51 seconds left in half. The Trinity Shamrocks up 14-0 over Manual. Rick Beckmeyer ready to kick it off. Squib kicks going downfield, almost like an onside kick.
I tell you, Jamie Roberts almost recovered that thing.
On the dead run.
On the dead run.
And that is a free ball. Once that ball passed the 50-yard line, it is a free ball.
I tell you, you can just see the wind taken out of the sails of Manual right now.
Yeah, that was a devastating middle drive there with the thoughts of they recovered a fumble, and then in three plays, touchdown Trinity.
Yeah, they run it all the way down in like less than a minute it takes them. They don't even have to use a timeout.
So much for that 2-minute drill.
Wow.
They're going to take the ball where it went out of bounds.
So it will be Manual's ball, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. We're down to 51 seconds in the half. We may have to see Thompson go to the air with the football as we take a look at the Trinity sideline. Bottoms and Faulkner wide to the right this time. Unbalanced this side. We've got extra linemen over here. Thompson rolls to the right. He's got good blocking. Flags go down. The reception is made by Bottoms at about the 45-yard line.
That flag back in the secondary there. So that might be an interference call.
I don't see how it could be. The ball wasn't even in the air yet. We'll see, though.
We've got an illegal
motion.
motion.
No, Manual's in motion. So that negates that play. I think Manual might be happy to let this one run down here and get in the locker room at halftime and get themselves back together a little bit.
Right. They've been able to move the ball here against Trinity, just haven't been able to punch it in.
They've had some nice drives. They really have. They've moved the ball, and again, they just have, I think, a very fine offensive line.
44 seconds left in the half. 1st down and 15 for Manual. Once again, Bottoms and Faulkner wide to the right. Unbalanced to the right. Here comes Thompson on a roll. He's going deep, puts the ball up. Now here is Faulkner battling for the ball. No flags. Back in coverage for Trinity, number 24, Jesse Ryan. That'll put it at a 2nd down and 15. We only lost a couple seconds there, 36 now on the time clock.
No, fellas, the breakdowns, I think for student enrollment in Class A, you got to have 435, AA 625, AAA is 900. If you've got 901 and up in your top 3 grades, you're going to be a 4A school.
3rd down and 15. The ball is overthrown.
Boy, that was almost costly, Pete.
Intended receiver was McCoomer. Woo! That was almost very costly. Excuse me, that was a 2nd down and 15. Now we're at 3rd and 15.
I don't know if you want to give them one that easy. I tell you, that miscue like that would really put them at the disadvantage.
Yeah, 14-0 is bad, but it's not insurmountable. But if they lose one to a silly turnover here, they're in trouble.
Straight ahead handoff back to Jordan. Tackled in the backfield.
Look at Trinity signaling for timeout. They smell they can get another score here. Look at them.
You're absolutely right, Wally. Coach Lampley is out there signaling for a timeout. They'll probably go for the block here. Go for the block if they get it. They're in great field position. And even if they don't get it, with a guy like Brohm.
Brohm and 2 timeouts could mean more points.
This could be one of these 1 to 30 seconds that take a week here. Here's the handoff.
See the handoff. It's isolation play off tackle. There's good pursuit by Joe Skinner. Well, look at that Trinity defense. They're just hustling all over. Yeah, he knows he did the job.
There's Coach Lampley out there. It's unusual to see. Back when we coached, Wally, you couldn't go out on the playing surface, but I noticed quite a few of the coaches do go out. They talk to their unit, whether it be offense or defense.
Be careful, Pete. You're telling our age.
Hey, look out. Jackson's back to punt. It's 4th and 15. We've got 22 seconds left in the half. There's a slight helping wind, cross helping wind at his back. Trinity is coming after the block. They do not get it. Jackson booms one's back. Fair catch back at the 27-yard line.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past Mr. Brohm. He's only got 17 ticks of the clock left, but he can do a lot of things. I think there's no question about he can go to the school wherever he wants to go. He's got the speed, and he's got the arm. He's got the whole package, the smarts.
He sure does.
17 seconds left. Shotgun formation. Brohm gets the snap. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's running left, looking downfield. He's runs out of bounds intentionally to stop the clock at 7 seconds. Good coverage by the Manual Crimsons.
Pete, it looked like he had John Zidzik downfield open, but of course when you're scrambling like that, it's tough to pick him out that far downfield. Here we'll see they're in the shotgun. No, we won't either.
2nd down and 11. The ball's at the 26-yard line. They're just going to sit on it and take it in with a 14-0 lead over Manual. We come to the end of the half. Manual Crimson 0, the Trinity Shamrocks 14, Kentucky 4A state championship. We're at Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. For Wally Euler and Jim Frazier, we're going to take a break. I'm Pete Campisi. We'll see you back for the second half. Finals, as you can see on your screen, Trinity Shamrocks are ahead of the DuPont Manual Crimsons 14-0, and it's mainly due to one young man, number 11, Jeff Brohm. He has had a tremendous half.
Pete, here we see him on the first touchdown pass. He's scrambling, he's rolling right, looking downfield for his receiver, pulls up right here, cuts back against the grain, eludes 1, 2 tacklers, says hello to 61, bounces around, finds Holtzclaw in the end zone. I mean, the kid's fantastic. He has got more moves and agility than I've seen the quarterback in a long time. There he is. We see him on the sidelines, ready to go for the, here we see his stats, not bad. 8 out of 8 for 118
not
yards.
Bad. How are you going to get any better?
And here's Jeff's rushing stats. 8 rushes for 30 yards. He's got 148 of the 199 total yards. So I'd say the key to the second half is you got to stop Jeff Brohm.
Well, I would tend to agree to you. What do you think about that, Jim?
Well, I think Wally's exactly right there. And here we're going to take a look at the second touchdown. As you've got Brohm, he's going back once again under heavy pressure, but the quickness and those quick feet just evade all that pressure. And now he's just high, wide, and handsome, heading on in for 6 more points for the Trinity Shamrocks. Looking at the statistics that we've got here, some surprising things. As far as rushing yardage goes, Manual has outgained Trinity 92-81 in the old classic time of possession, Pete. Take a look at that one. We got time of possession for Manual 14-24, Trinity with the football only 9-36, but the all-important statistic, Trinity leading in that one 14-0.
Well, once again, welcome back. We're at Cardinal Stadium. That was Jim Frazier. Before that, Wally Euler. I'm Pete Campisi, your play-by-play man. We're about to kick off the second half here. Manual will be kicking to Trinity.
Manual has to stop Trinity on this first drive. They can't let Trinity march down the field. Here we are.
Kick is sort of a squibber down the middle, is being returned up the middle, and a good tackle right there. Number 80 for Emmanuel. Rodney Bottoms on the tackle. Of course, Bottoms plays not only on special teams, but as a receiver.
Now here comes that man again, fellas.
Here he is, number 11. That's right. The ball is spotted at the 22-yard line for Trinity. Sean Taylor's out wide. We've got 3 receivers, matter of fact, out this way. A quick trap play right up inside to ROLFSCHNELDER. There's no go there at all. He'll be stopped for little or no gain. Edward Benson in on the tackle.
Here we see, I tell you, Manuel's fired up. They had a little chat at halftime. Coach HAAG got their attention. They're all over the Trinity runner.
2nd down and 10.
Don't believe there's going to be any quit in the Crimson, fellas.
I don't believe so either, Jim. I think you're right. Brohm coming down. Pitch back to ROLFSCHNELDER. He is up past the 35. Ooh, big hit. Coming in from his free safety position, number 41, Derek Wardlow.
Woo, what a hit. My goodness.
Nice job again here by Brohm on the option. He lets everybody come right to him, Wally.
I tell you, he is so cool. He's got 3 guys ready to hit him. And I tell you, Pete, as an old coach, when you get that close to the quarterback on the option, he's live bait for you. But
yes,
all
sir.
3, nobody touched him.
That was
and he'll
enough.
continue to do that to you.
That was enough for a first down. Brohm is rolling left. He's looking to pass out in the flat. He's got his man. He breaks a tackle, cuts across, and that's number 27 for Trinity. Troy Johnson coming out of the backfield, making that reception. Brohm hit him on the dead run. Very nice play.
I tell you what, watch Jeff here. I mean, he sprints out. He's got good depth, squares his shoulders to the line. What a pass. I mean, this is going to your left, which is the hardest pass on the run to throw, and he makes it look easy. Well, he's going to be a great one.
9 yards on the gain. It'll be 2nd and 1. The ball is out to barely the 48-yard line. Wide receivers left and right. Brohm's rolling this way. He's looking for Taylor on the out and up. He is covered. Brohm runs it out of bounds, barely crossing the 50-yard line. Good coverage by Manuel. Sean Taylor was running a route. Brohm pumped him on the out, and he took it up, but coming over the top from his free safety position.
There we are, Jeff sprinting out, looking downfield, pumping. Gives a good little fake in there. Now, here's how smart. I mean, he goes for the first down, he gets it right there. I mean, they pick up the first down, he gets out of bounds. Good play.
1st and 10 at the Manual 49. Off tackle back to the left side for Trinity Johnson.
Johnson. The stop by number 75, Justin Smith.
Smith in on the tackle that time.
2 yards.
We're at 9:37 and counting. Second half, 4A state championship football. We have Wally Euler and Jim Fraser joining us in the booth. I'm Pete Campese, your play-by-play man. Trinity up 14-0 over Manual. Brohm goes left, and it's a handoff right there to Johnson. He cuts back across the grain. Oh, he's going to break free. He's going to 10, to 5. Touchdown, Trinity. Troy Johnson on just a straight-ahead handoff. Cut back across the grain and just great quickness runs.
It looked like he was going to get tackled. It looked like a Manual kid hit him and shot him right through the rest of them.
That's exactly what it looked like, Wally. He looked like he was falling down, and one of the Manual kids hit him.
Let's see it on the replay here. Look at this. What a good read by Jeff here. He gives it to him. Well, he just cuts the daylight right. I mean, he got hit and pushed him right past the other tackler. What a great effort.
Beckman in for the extra point attempt. The snap is back down and good. That puts Trinity, gentlemen, up 21-0 over Manual. 9:16 left in this third quarter. 4A state championships, and I tell you what, there's Coach Lampley. He's got to be awfully proud of the Rocks right now.
Look at this, though. Look, there's no relaxing him. It says game's not over. 2 of the 3 games so far in the state playoffs, team has come back in the second half. They were down by 14 to win. I'm sure Coach Lampley knows that, and he's going to make sure his troops don't relax on him.
You look mighty sharp there, boss. What are you going to, a dance or something? What happened to that sweater and coach look we had? Now he's in a black tux with a red bow tie. And look at this guy over here.
I tell you, cut my eye here, Rolls.
Where's my tux? I mean, is this a... no, you look good. You going to a dance? Tell me, you going to a dance?
Yeah, I think we are.
Really? Where are you going tonight?
We'll go out and...
Boogaloo a little bit?
Little boogie.
Little boogaloo? Golly, how do you get a chance to do that? I got to go back to work. I'm going back to the terrace. We're going to
This is work. This is a company Christmas party. It's no play. It's all work.
The kickoff goes down to Manuel, catching it at the 15-yard line, coming right up the middle of the field, cutting back, getting it out to the 30-yard line. Number 23, Ramon Williams.
He put a good little move on there.
He certainly did.
Let's go, Crimsons.
All right.
Come a long way to get here. Let's
Well, I'm sure Coach
HAAG
is not going to let these gentlemen relax a little bit. He's got a lot to be proud of, a tremendous job.
So they've done a great job this year. There's no doubt about it, regardless of the outcome here. He's done a tremendous job for the Manual football program.
1st and 10 for Manual at the 30-yard line. In motion goes Jackson. A quick pitch out to Johnson. He cuts back, eludes one tackler, gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Pete, Trinity is so quick. I mean, they are about pursuing. I mean, their defense is doing a great job in there.
Brian, Texas coming in with the stop there. Gotta like that name.
Here we are, a
Texas.
quick toss. We have all the blockers out in front. And John Harrison comes in and forces the play inside. It's a good job.
2nd down and 8 for Manual. Thompson is calling signals. He drops straight back. He's looking to his left. He throws out here, and it's caught by Bottoms.
That-a-way.
Caught by Bottoms. The ball is spotted outside the 35-yard line up to the 37. That'll bring down a 3rd down and 3, and the tackle in on that play by Andy Tapp.
Nice pass here. Good delivery. Nice route.
Well, I tell you, I really like the quickness of this Tapp boy at linebacker. I think he can play big-time college football.
Oh, I agree with you, Jim. He's got great speed, great quickness, and good instincts for the ball. 3rd down and 3. The ball's at the 37. Straight ahead handoff, but met right at the line of scrimmage by big number 79, Jason Dombrowski.
Hello.
6'4", 252-pound senior. And this gentleman's got a lot of Saturday afternoons of football left in his career.
I guarantee that. Look at this. Watch the pursuit here. Here we come down the line for the option. Here we go. We're going to ride him in there. Hello. Give me that ball back. Look at this. I mean, that great pursuit. Very aggressive play.
Well, you ask coaches sometimes how to defend the option. You get a great big tackle who's about 6'5" and 250 and let him take the dive, the quarterback, and reach that long arm right there for the pitch. Jackson's back to punt. It's 4th down and 3. The snap is back. He gets it away. It's a low kick.
That's a return ball there.
That's right. A return ball is right. Outside. A good blocking. He's got a wall. He's up the sideline and knocking him out of bounds. Number 23, Ramon Williams. The Trinity, once again, gentlemen, will have excellent field position. The ball will be spotted at their own 47.
Watch this punt. It's a low punt, which is always dangerous. You really, on those punts, you out-kick your coverage. And watch this. The wall is being set. That might have been a clip right there, but nobody called it, so all's fair.
1st and 10 for Trinity. A hand straight back. A break and a tackle, and all the way out to the 45-yard line of Manual. Number 31 for Trinity, Richard Zabel in there. Edward Benson into the tackle for the Crimsons.
Tell you, Jeff Brohm is 9 of 9 through the air, and you wonder if he's just going to keep it on the ground now that they've got the big 3-touchdown lead.
I would say it's pretty safe to say, but who knows?
2nd and short, 46-yard line. Brohm fakes a handoff. He runs around the right end, cuts back inside of a tackler, takes the ball into the 32-yard line. I mean, is he quick or is he quick and is he deceptive with that ball? Maurice Thomas coming up
we get a look
for
at
the
this.
tackle.
I mean, there we see Jeff there. He executed the bootleg perfect right there. And I tell you, that 4.5 speed, you can surely see it. I mean, he is quick on his feet. Instead of going out of bounds, he plants and cuts up there and picks up a few more yards.
And he makes the right decision quickly, too, Wally.
First down again for Trinity. The ball's at the 32-yard line. Brohm calling signals. Motion man goes away from the formation. Quick trap play. Hand right back. No go for that one. I tell you right there.
Good stick
And
there.
the tackle is Mike Faulkner, and of course the running back was Glenn Presley.
We have a flag. Boy, Faulkner did a good job there. Here we see the quick trap. There's no hole. Manuel's defensive line does a great job. And there's Mr. Faulkner. Good lick there. Looks like it's against Trinity, Pete.
Yes, it does. They're moving away from the line of scrimmage, which would certainly indicate that.
Hey, Brad!
I haven't seen any official ruling.
That's about the only time they've lost yardage today.
Take a look at the sideline of Trinity.
Trinity looks like they got half of St. Matthews on their sideline.
Well, not only half of St. Matthews, and they're all seniors. And I'm not talking about senior citizens either. They dress 41 seniors on this ball club.
Amazing.
What, yesterday we saw Harrisburg with 20 players suited out for the entire team.
For the entire team. First down and a long 18 yards. Brohm on a little handback. 32, Darren Hall, is taken down by Era Jackson after a short gain of about 4 or 5.
Just a little counter look there by Trinity's offense.
Well, when Brohm starts out away from the center, the defense has to flow with him.
Right,
And of course,
it's a little misdirection
little
play.
misdirection, that little handback.
2nd and 14 now, fellas. Wonder if Brohm will put it up. Sort of anxious to watch him put it up. 9 of 9.
Moving around back here.
Yep.
2nd down and 14. Brohm rolls right. He's looking right to pass. He reverses his field. He's coming back, stops, and he throws deep.
He's got him open.
Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown! Trinity, number 33, John Zidzik, for the touchdown. How did Brohm know he was there?
Is he amazing? I'll tell you. Look at this. Lampley's out there. I tell you what, I don't think Jeff Brohm can go back and set. I mean, he's moving. He sets, then whack. There he goes out the other way. I mean, he has got a head on his shoulders. I mean, this kid has a sixth sense about him where he looks up and look at this. He knows exactly where the kid's going to be. Watch this. He's going to roll right. Let's see if somebody's here. Nope, stop. Let's go this way. Now we're going back against the grain. Whoops, let's stop here. There he is. Look at this pass.
Man, oh man, I tell you fellas, I've seen a lot of high school football these last 5 years. This fella's the most entertaining fella to watch I've ever seen.
I bet Coach Schnellenberger's little antsy watching this. I can't wait after the game to go there and talk to him.
Wow, with the graduation of Jay Gruden, that first team quarterbacking position is open. I'm sure he is. The extra point was good. Trinity now on top of DuPont Manual 28-0. If you've joined us late, we're at Cardinal Stadium here in Louisville, Kentucky at the 4A State Championship. You saw the score a moment ago. I'm Pete Campisi, your play-by-play man. Joining us in the booth, Jim Frazier and Wally Euler. And gentlemen, we are being shown quite an exhibition by number 11, senior Jeff Brohm.
I tell you, Pete, it's a treat to be able to watch somebody play football like this. I mean, he has got all the tools.
Back deep for Manuel is Ramon Williams. Beckman with his foot into the ball, goes right up the field. But Coomer with it, taking it out past the 30-yard line where he's buried under an avalanche of Trinity players. Ball's being spotted at the 32-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for Manuel. Manuel's got to make something happen here, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
We're at
They've got to
4:29.
let the air out of the ball here. Put it up there.
Thompson brings him up. Faulkner in motion away from the formation, and Thompson fakes. He's going deep
There we
over
are.
the middle. Right there.
got it.
And it's caught by number 80, Rodney Bottoms, on a tremendous play. Takes it all the way out past the 40-yard line, or right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a catch. What a
Leon
catch.
Smith in on the tackle for
Watch,
Trinity.
here we are. Going back to pass. Thompson lets it go. Watch Bottoms. I mean, this is tremendous concentration. Long pass. The kid goes up trying to deflect it. Look at this. It's a juggling act. Here, come here. Come here. Come here. What a catch. Oh, that away, Rodney. Put him back here. Let's have a little excitement.
1st and 10 at the Trinity 40-yard line. Thompson back again. He's looking downfield, forced out of the pocket. He's got some running room. He's up that right sideline, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Trinity's quickness just shut that down. It looked like he was going to gain 10 or 15 yards. John Harrison coming from his linebacking position to force him out. There's only a gain of 1.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was a gainer, but they are so quick, they shut you off. I mean, it looks like you either throw the ball or go right at them, and I don't think Manual can afford to go right at them, being down 28-0.
That'd take a long time to do. 2nd down and 8, the ball's just inside. 2nd down and 9, the ball's just inside the 40. 2 receivers wide left. Thompson calling signals, and the right guard moves, and I'm sure it'll be a procedure penalty against Manual. We're at 3:46 in the 3rd quarter. Trinity Shamrocks on top of the Manual Crimsons 28-0. 4A state championship game, and what a tremendous 2 days we have had here, gentlemen.
I agree, Pete. You know something, that you look at Manual, they're the Cinderella team of the playoffs. First time these kids have been here, they've got to have the jitters coming out here playing Trinity, who's been, I mean, they're here all the time. And my hats are off to the Manual kids, because I can appreciate where they are right now, and God love them. Hang in there, buddies.
2nd down and 14. The ball's at the 45. Thompson back, and he throws it out to Jordan. Jordan slips past the tackler and gets all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now, I couldn't see, Wally, if that ball bounced in front of him, but
I think it did, Pete. I think it was a lateral, though.
If it had, right, it was a lateral, because the officials are allowing the gain. Take a look at it.
Here we are.
Here.
Yeah, he's throwing it backwards. He juggles it, hits the ground, comes up. That's a good heads-up play by him. That's, you know, Jordan's a good athlete. They're trying to get him the football, and obviously they want to get passes in his hands, because Trinity's defense looks awful tough to get in there and crack one up the middle on.
3rd down and 11. Wide receivers to the right for Manual. In motion goes Jackson. Thompson, quick pitch.
Halfback pass.
It's a halfback pass. Jordan throwing deep. Intercepted. No, it looks as though he dropped it. He was in perfect position. The pass was intended for Bottoms, and Matt Half comes up with the near interception.
I tell you, Jordan threw the ball a long way because he got hit good there, and he put the ball up there. It looked like it was going to be intercepted, but ended up dropping it. And Pete, you know, it's tough too. You being a coach, you have kids on Manual's teams going both ways, and Trinity's sending all these fresh bodies out there all the time. You know, it's tough. You wear down.
It certainly is. We have a 4th down and 11. Once again, the ball at the 41-yard line. 2:49 in the 3rd quarter. Trinity up on Manual 28-0. Thompson's calling signals. Faulkner in motion. He fakes a handoff. He rolls to the right. He's got plenty of running room. Throws it deep out there to Faulkner, and this one is intercepted down there at the 5-yard line by Matt Hoff. Flags are on the play, but I believe they're going to get Manual for a procedure penalty.
Pete, let me say something right here. That's not a bad play for Manual. I mean, it's like a punt. I mean, it'd be nice to complete the thing, but I mean, maybe you can force a turnover down there. Here we see it on the replay. I know Manual wants to complete the ball, but what the heck? Trinity should have knocked that ball down, being 4th down.
Yeah, how many times can you punt the ball down at the 6-yard line?
That's right, but what the hey? I mean, you know, number 45, he's happy. He got himself a little icing on the cake there with that interception.
Okay, we see a little strategical move here. Penalty is declined, of course, and Trinity will take over on the interception at the 6-yard line. 2:42 left in the third quarter.
Can they drive it 95 yards here, fellas?
With number 11, they can drive it cross country.
They could drive from here to St. Matthews, I think, and maybe less than 2 minutes.
Trinity comes up the line of scrimmage. The ball is at the 6. Brohm spins and hands back, a little quick opener, a broken tackle, another broken tackle. Number 31, Rich Zabel, breaking tackles as he comes through that line of scrimmage on the counter dive.
Let's see, here we're going to look at it here. This is a nice little play. Brohm fakes it to the left, comes back, counters, gives it to him, and watch this run. I mean, he's breaking tackles. I mean, he knows this game isn't over. He wants all he can get. Great effort. Great effort.
2nd down and 4 at the 12-yard line of Trinity. Brohm up under center. Rolls to the right. He's looking to pass. He looks back. Looks back. He breaks a tackle. Briggs scoots around another tackle. Cuts across. He's out to the 25-yard line. The man is just simply amazing. There is a flag, however. Back behind, it looks as though it was thrown in the area where there could possibly have been a hold on Trinity.
I agree. Boy, look at Jeff Brohm. I mean, he just ceases to amaze me.
It's just like a recording, fellas, but this guy deserves it all. He just makes people miss.
I'm sitting here in awe watching this.
How much fun is he having?
Oh.
He's probably having as much fun doing that as we're up here talking about.
Yeah, and watching him, yeah.
I don't know. I got a feeling fourth quarter, I don't know how much we're going to see. Well, what the heck. Let Mr. Brohm play. It's his last game.
Last game in high school.
Last game for this year, anyway.
Yeah.
The penalty was against Trinity. That marks the ball back inside the 5. We've got a 2nd down and 12. Wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Brohm starts back. It's a draw play. Handed right back to ROLFSCHNELDER. And Wesley Jackson in on the tackle from his linebacking position. And Wesley is another college prospect, Wally.
Yes, sir. Here's a nice little run by Mr. ROLFSCHNELDER. He's good job. Yeah, Wesley Jackson, center defensive lineman. It's 6'4", 227. Nice size. I'm sure there's a lot of major colleges looking at him.
3rd down and 6. The ball is just outside of the 10-yard line of Trinity. Brohm rolls right. He's looking to pass. He pumps once, reverses his field, reverses, and is sacked this time. They hemmed him in good.
There was no place to go that time.
That's right.
Brian Jordan coming up to make the play there. That's you can do it a few times here, but Jeff runs out of room here. Watch him here. Plants, goes back, sees that there's really nowhere to go here.
Back in 1970, when I was the head coach at Flagey, we played a manual team that had a tremendously quick quarterback. Much like Brohm, he would drop back, and if there wasn't anybody open, he'd kill you with the run. So I developed a defensive game package as we wind down the end of the quarter. And that's it for the, there is a delay of game with 1 second left. But I developed a defensive game plan, Wally. You'd be interested to listen to this. The quarterback, as we scouted him, would kill more teams with the run coming from a passing play. In other words, he'd drop back to pass, decide there's no one open or didn't want to throw it, and he would absolutely kill people with the run. So we coached our defensive linemen to develop what we called a soft rush back then. In other words, contain on the outside and force very easy up in the inside. We told them, we want you guys, as we take a look at the punt coming out of the end zone, it's fielded by Faulkner. I'll get back to that in a minute. He's at the 30, reverses field, and swarmed under at the 30-yard line. And that does end the end of the third quarter. But We told him to go to a very soft rush to make sure that he threw the ball. We wanted him to throw it.
Sure.
We did not want him to have us hurt us with the run, and we ended up upsetting that team and going on to a very good year. We're at the end of the third quarter here at Cardinal Stadium, home to the University of Louisville football Cardinals in Louisville, Kentucky. 4A state championship action. DuPont Manual Crimson 0, the Trinity Shamrocks 28. We'll be right back after a few words from some of our sponsors.
Brian.
That's right, a broken tackle over there by Jordan.
He's Thompson, number 13.
And takes it down inside the 20-yard line to the 18. Good play there. Welcome back. We're here for the fourth quarter of action, 4A state championship. Trinity Shamrocks 28-0 over the Manual Crimsons, and what a tremendous play as we take a look at Jordan breaking tackles, taking the ball down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
No quitting the Crimson, fellas.
First down and 10 at the 18 for Manual. Thompson hands back deep to Jack Jordan again. Straight ahead, picks up a couple yards.
Manual's got to be getting a little tired now with their kids going both ways.
A lot of them going both ways as we take a look at a substitution. McCoomer coming in for Huff.
No, fellas, if we take a look back to that that big play in the first half with the possible fumble by Brohm, it might have made a little bit of difference in this game, but not a great deal of difference. I think that Trinity has won this thing down in the pits.
McCoomer in motion. Thompson drops back. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's looking. Throws down. It looks as though it's incomplete at the 2-yard line. He was trying to hit one of the wide receivers. I can't quite pick out the number who that is, but in on the defensive tackle and defensive play was Matt Half. And we've got an official timeout. Looks as though one of the...
There we go. Let's see if we can pick it up here. See Thompson dropping back. Nothing there. Nice little move to the outside, scrambling around. He's trying to find his man, lets it go. It's hard to pick it up. I think they had a collision there with those two guys. But I think a lot of times too, Pete, you get in these situations, you get tired, and that's when injuries occur.
You're exactly right.
Because you're not going 100%, and you know, he's thinking, well, I just about had that ball, and all of a sudden, plop, somebody comes up and hits you, and you've relaxed a little bit, and that's how injuries occur. I mean, you know, if you're going 100%, those things don't happen. There you get a look at Coach Lampley on the sidelines.
I don't believe he's eased off the throttle any.
No, he won't be happy until the last seconds tick down.
There's no question about it, Jim. I think you're right.
Trinity going for that 9th state title, which would tie them with Highlands, I believe, for the most state titles.
Yeah,
well, how about that first game we had a couple days ago? It seems like it's been a couple days ago, Jim. But Pikeville, of course, winning the single A.
They sure did. They won it on the strength of a strong second half. The big dog defense started biting for Pikeville as looking at the stats. And Harrodsburg could not manage. Total offense was net 0 yards. And in that second half. And then, of course, Fort Knox came on strong in that 2A. Finally, they've got the fine Pollard boy that's the tight end, and, of course, Eddie Thompson, an outstanding quarterback. As Fort Knox could probably play with any of these teams. And then in the 3A championship that we saw earlier today, kicked off at 1 o'clock, Paducah-Tillman, Covington Catholic. Paducah-Tillman had that super speed, but Covington Catholic comes up with the win in OT, 30-24. As you see number 80 on your screen there, that's Rodney Bottoms, the wideout, 6'2", 170 seniors. He gets up and going off under his own power. But back to Covington Catholic, I was really impressed with Paul Layden. I thought he did an outstanding job. But, you know, I think the best player we've seen in this entire thing has been Jeff Brohm.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right, Jim. As we take a look, we've got a 3rd down and 7 for the Crimsons at the 15-yard line of Trinity. Thompson calling signals. Snap is back, and he hands off to Jordan on a sweep left, but he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Oh, what pursuit.
Out there, once again, Andy Tapp on the play from his linebacking position. 6'1", 185-pound senior. How about this guy, Wally?
Oh, he's good. He's so quick. Back in the first half, it impressed me. They had, well, let's look at this first here. Watch the pursuit. You're going to end up seeing 6 Trinity players out here on this sweep. Their quickness has really impressed me. I didn't know they were this quick.
Great team speed, as you can see. 4th down and 12. The ball's back out to the 20-yard line. Manuel comes up to the line of scrimmage, and there's a little confusion as to the formation.
Let's go, guys. Get it off.
They're set in motion across the formation. And, of course, Thompson's throwing deep out here for Faulkner, and he goes up, and it's incomplete.
Oh, bless his heart. I thought we had 6.
Back there on defense was bad half for Trinity, and, of course, right now that's a 4th down play, so the ball will go over to downs to Trinity.
That looks like the old alley-oop pass. I know Y.A. Tittle used to throw this one to R.C. Owens back for the San Francisco 49ers.
Right.
And here we're going with the alley-oop. But as we just saw there, Faulkner couldn't pull it in.
1st and 10 for Trinity. The ball is at the 21-yard line, their own 21. 2 receivers to the left for Brohm. He turns around, quick trap, right up the gut, right behind the starting center. That's ROLFSCHNELDER. He picks up about 4 yards, and Era Jackson in on the tackle on that one.
Fellas, as we look across the way, I think you can see a lot of the Manual folks heading for the exits. Trinity folks staying right here, however. Big fan following from both teams, probably the largest crowd we've had on hand.
Hand back, and no gain. Matter of fact, possibly a loss in yardage. Darren Hall was tackled back there by Justin Smith. Of course, Justin is a 5'9", 250-pound senior. That's packing a lot of muscle on that 5'9" frame.
Yes, sir. It certainly is. Portly-looking guy, huh?
He plays right over the center in that middle of that Manual Crimson line. 3rd down and 7, or 3rd down and 6 rather, for Brohm. He rolls left. He's looking to pass, and he's sacked. Or yes, he is. You don't say that until the guy is down and the whistle blows.
That's right.
Back there is Marvin Thompson on the sack from his defensive end position. So that will put Trinity into a 4th and 15 position.
Roll it out. Good pressure there. Marvin Thomas on the tackle and sack.
Back to punt for Trinity is Rick Beckman.
This could be the first punt for the Rocks.
I believe it may be the first punt for the Rocks. Manual will end up with excellent field position. The snap is back. Beckman gets a low liner, bounces at the 45, takes a Manual hop back toward the 40 and rolls out of bounds at the 41. So Manual will have excellent position in Trinity territory for their possession here in the 4th quarter. We're at 8:24 of the 4th quarter. Trinity Shamrocks are ahead 28-0 over the Crimsons of Manual for a state championship. If you've joined us late, I'm Pete Campisi, the play-by-play announcer, joining us in the booth as we take a look at the Trinity sideline is Wally Euler, a former teammate of mine here at the University of Louisville, and Jim Fraser. Jim, of course, from the eastern part of the state, up in
hometown Allen, Kentucky.
Allen, Kentucky.
Allen,
now, what
Kentucky.
county is Allen, Kentucky in?
Allen is in Floyd County. Of course, I work for WYMT TV in Hazard.
WYMT TV. You're a mountain. Your mountain music? No, it's not your mountain music. It's your mountain TV.
That's right.
Your
You
mountain
got it.
TV station.
You got it.
There's Coach HAAG over on the sidelines.
The handwriting sort of on the wall, but
sure is.
these guys out here don't think so. Thompson brings him up the line of scrimmage. He's rolling left, got a couple blockers out in front of him. Cuts back, and he's nailed right there for a big loss. Mike Rickert for a loss of about 6 yards, 4 or 5, 6, possibly 6 yards on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 15.
This gets awful frustrating when you run east and west and you never get to the north-south position. But there we see 52, Mike Rickert in pursuit. And I mean, I mean, we keep saying, but Trinity's just impressive. They pursue to the football.
Good team defense.
Like
yes,
you're saying, Wally, I didn't really believe they were this quick, but they certainly are.
Official timeout. It looks as though one of the players for Manual's got a shoulder strap that came unhooked. The referee back there is assisting. Take a look at Brian Jordan there. He's the one that just had his shoulder strap re-snapped together. We're ready for action. Second down and 15. 7:45 in the fourth quarter. Keith Thompson rolls right. He's looking. Throwing and overthrown. It was intended out there for Jamie Huff. A couple of Trinity defenders, including number 38, Andy Tapp, in there on the defense.
We've said his name a few times, haven't we, tonight? What I was saying, Pete, what impressed me so much, they had a twin set with 2 wide receivers. Trinity didn't have a guy on the inside man, and Tapp comes out and makes the tackle for no gain.
Third down and 15 for Manual. Thompson takes the snap. It's play action. He's being rushed back there deep, and he's going to be, no, he's not. He breaks the tackle, but yes, he's finally sacked for a tremendous loss. The ball is all the way back to the 33-yard line. Back in there on defense for the sack was Jason Kendrick from his linebacking position. And Jason,
let's take a look at this again. Look at it. No, he's coming untouched. Here he grabs. Bratcher grabs him, turns him loose. He's still up, and there goes the finishing touches by Jason Kendrick.
Okay, we have fourth down and next week for the Crimsons. Actually, it's about 34 yards. So we have Jackson into punt. Standing back at his 22-yard line. The ball is snapped. No rush. The punt, a booming, spiraling punt, driving Taylor all the way back to the 20-yard line. He's got a little bit of room, but big block over there by Trinity's number 89, Chris Bratcher. And, of course, the tackle by number 73 from Manual, Steve Grimes. How about that block by Bratcher?
That's the kind you like.
Lower the boom. It got oohs and ahs from the Trinity faithful right over there in front of that 25-yard line area. First down and 10 for Trinity. The ball's at the 29-yard line. Brohm still in there, brings them up. 2 wideouts to the right, and straight ahead right there to, and a broken tackle, another broken tackle. Scott Reefsnyder, I tell you what, doing a super job. Finally brought down by Derek Wardlow. For Manual, he broke 2 or 3 tackles, picking up the Trinity first down, driving the ball all the way out to the 44.
Well, I tell you, Trinity's not letting up. Reefsnyder got that good leg drive, good balance. And obviously, he wants a little more.
First and 10 for the Rocks. Brohm fakes a pitch back. He's rolling around the right side. Is past one defender, but tackled for a gain of about 8. And just as he crosses the 50-yard line, he gets up holding his right leg.
Let's look at it again here. I think, yeah, he got a helmet on his thigh is what happened. It's good bootleg here. Good bootleg. Jeff's rounding in. Here he's trying to cut back. Nowhere to go really here. Good shot. Yeah, he got a shot on his thigh, I think.
Good tackle by Michael Faulkner, and Brohm is still out there limping.
I think he's going to come out and take a little breather.
Listen to this hand, fellas. 6'2", 174 senior.
He got a shot at what the fans think of him. Look at this. Look at that. Good job, Jeff. Great ball player.
One of the most entertaining I've had the pleasure to see in high school.
Yes, sir. He's going to be out there many more days.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see one of the Trinity quarterbacks of the future, possibly. Craig DeCincy, number 13, is replacing Brohm. DeCincy is a 5'11", 171-pound sophomore. And you don't see sophomores quarterbacking at Trinity very often.
No, they usually have stair steps.
Usually have stair steps.
They've got.
And I've even seen them go from one senior to another senior.
Yeah, they've had that situation too. Well, I tell you, they're just so heavy laden with talent.
Well, you got 41 seniors, Wally, that you start. We pointed out a little bit ago that Harrodsburg came in here with 19 or 20 total players as we take a look at Coach Lampley. But 41 seniors, it looks as though somebody's getting something ready to dump on top of someone.
It looks like somebody's going to get wet.
2nd down and 8 for the Trinity Shamrocks. DeCency brings them up. Trap back to number 27, Johnson, and no go. Loss of about a yard on that.
Aaron Jackson on the tackle. Nice little read there. Jackson's had a good night here. He's 6 foot, 205-pound senior. He's done a real good job tonight.
We may
I tell you, Manual has nothing to be ashamed of.
No, they don't. They've had a tremendous year.
They've had a great year, and
official timeout. I believe we have a little bit of a helmet problem.
I mean, Pete, you know yourself, some days, you can try your heart out, and they are, but sometimes you just come against superior personnel.
Well, I think they've got a lot to be proud of for this season. 3rd down and 9. DeCency is rolling left. This is a quarterback sweep, and he's got some quickness too. Dives over the 45-yard line for a Trinity 1st down, and I tell you what, I bet the Rock fans are liking to see that.
Yeah.
Sophomore Craig DeCency.
Jeez, oh, he was really quick.
I mean, here he goes following his blockers, sees that seam and just cuts right up and runs by a lot of people.
1st and 10 for the Rocks.
It's a good effort, Craig.
At the Crimson 44-yard line, DeCency brings him up. Wideouts left and right. And it's a handoff off that right side. We're beginning to get a few. That's Glenn Presley.
You know, Trinity won the state title in 68, 72, 73, 76, 77, 80, 83, 85, and I think you can tack on 88, fellas.
I think that's safe to say.
3:55 and counting. Trinity up 28-0 over Manual. They're in possession. 2nd and 8. DeCency brings them up. The ball's the 45. And a handoff and a fumble, and it's picked off in midair. Right there, number 26 for Manual.
Maurice Thomas.
Maurice Thomas picks that fumble off right in midair.
All right, guys, calm down, calm down.
Well, you battle so hard to get here. And
well, it's just frustration coming out. There we see the fumble. Good hit there by, was that Smith, Justin Smith?
Yes, it was.
That away, Justin.
All right, so Manual takes over on the turnover. Ball is at their own 41-yard line.
Pete, I think we got a new quarterback.
And we do have a new quarterback for Manual. That's number 2, Philip Bridges. Philip hands off.
Whoops.
No gainer, nothing to do right there.
We had a little fumble there, and he fell back on it.
No, he
didn't.
Oh, it is a fumble. Yes, it is. Number 71, Greg Shunana, picks up the fumble for Trinity, and the ball goes right back on the turnover to Trinity.
Well, a lot of different jerseys in there, fellas, but a lot of the same things happening. It's Trinity. I guess this is the type of team, they don't rebuild, they just reload.
They were running the option. New quarterback doesn't know whether quite to give it to him or take it out. The back's taught to go into the hole. If you feel pressure, keep it. You didn't feel anything, we get a fumble.
1st and 10, DeCency sprints left. He's on the quarterback sweep. Reverses his field. He goes back. He looks like he may be hemmed in and is tackled for a minus yardage. There is a sack on the play. Faulkner in on the tackle. 2:58 left in the 4th quarter. 4A state championship seems to be well in hand or under control for the Trinity Shamrocks here, leading 28-0 over the Manual Crimsons.
I guess we have a hold back there, don't we?
Flag on the play, and they are indicating that it is the initial signal is a hold on Trinity, and yes, they are marking the ball off against Trinity. Take the ball all the way back to the 43-yard line. Clipping is the official signal. That'll make it a 1st down and 28 to go. As we hear some of the Trinity faithful beginning to stand and cheer.
I think Coach Lampley's wife is down there on the sidelines giving him a big hug and kiss. I don't know if we get a picture of that or not.
Desensi brings him up. 1st and 28. The ball's at the 43-yard line. And this is Canadian football at its best. I don't think that's quite legal.
We've got them going everywhere.
They looked at each other as they go in the backfield.
Hey, I'm supposed to go. No, I am. Well, let's just both go.
That's like the old baseball outfielders. I got it, you got it. You know?
Oh. There's Coach Lampley on the sideline. I think he realizes it's safely in the bag now.
Now we have a 1st and next week for Trinity. Actually, a 1st and 33. As we take a look at Coach Lampley congratulating and being congratulated by many of his players. Desensi has the team up. Motion man goes through the formation. Desensi takes the snap, and it's a handoff coming around this left side as Hall. He breaks a tackle, and he's driven back past the 35-yard line by number 84, Marvin Thomas. Clock is winding down to 2:16 as we take a look at Hall going back toward the huddle, and here he is, Wally.
There we go. Darren takes the ball, trying to get around him. There's nothing there. This is where you need to just cut it up and lower your head and shoulders. Don't give him a shot like that. Make you feel like you're on roller skates.
2nd down and 33, 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Desensi handing off to the other side, no gain. On the carry was Keith Durbin there, and no gain whatsoever.
You know, fellas, Trinity with 1,100 students, and they dress out so many fellas. There we get it. If you can get a shot, the water is inching ever so closely to Coach Lampley. They've kind of got
Oops, here they come.
Yeah, they're coming
Yeah, we
closer
got a
and
shot
closer.
coming here. We got a shot. Now, guys, now's the time. He's off
Inching up.
guard.
Just when you thought
Do it. Here it
There
is.
it goes. There it goes. Oh.
I'll tell you what, these days you got to know that that's coming.
Look at
As we see
Desensi.
Desensi picking up a little bit of yardage for Trinity. Coach Lampley says that is cold, gentlemen. Woo!
Can we get a replay on that one? Can we get the replay shot on that one?
Woo! Congratulations there,
Yeah.
Dennis.
That feel good. All right, here we go. Replay of that little. Here we go. Here we go. Here, up and over the top.
Victory.
Happy state championship. Let me out of here.
That's got to be a shock to the system. 30 seconds left. Off the left tackle, the Trinity running back takes the ball across the 50. Of course, that was a 4th down. The ball will go over on downs. The clock stops momentarily for the change of possession, but you can hear the Trinity faithful standing and cheering their players on. It's what it could be one of the finest high school teams ever to have played the game in the state of Kentucky.
I think so. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback as impressive as Jeff Brohm.
Fellas, while we've got a minute here, I just really want to say I really appreciate working with you guys. You do a super job. Thanks for having me along.
Well, Jim, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank
Gee,
you.
this
We've
was
enjoyed
all
it. It's been a lot of fun. Peter, we finally got to work together. We got the coaches together a little bit back at Flagey for a short time.
That's right, for a short time. But
it's nice working with you, buddy.
It is certainly nice working with both you gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. Manuel has 9 seconds left, and a handoff right there to Jackson, and the game is over. But we'd like to mention that as we take a look at the bedlam down on the field.
Here come the fans.
1988 state 4A champion, the Trinity Shamrocks, shutting out the Manual Crimsons 28-0. What a fine football team. We'd like to mention, Wally and Jim, that these games are the property of Friends of Kentucky High School Athletics and Adcraft Associates Incorporated. Any retransmission or rebroadcast of this telecast is prohibited by law unless written permission is granted by Friends of Kentucky High School Athletics and Adcraft Associates Incorporated.
There we go. Congratulations, Trinity Rocks, state 4A champions. Congratulations, guys. You did a good job.
Certainly did. And congratulations and thanks also to the KET Network, the Kentucky Educational Network, for putting on these broadcasts. They will be held as we can take a look down on the field as the celebration continues. Score once again, final score, Trinity Shamrocks 28, the Crimson 0.
Pete, I think before we sign off, we need to congratulate Manual on a very fine football season. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They gave a good effort out here. They had a great year.
They certainly did have a great year as the celebration continues. Brohm, of course, right there. How about that
There
guy
he
right
is.
there? What a tremendous season and career he's had at Trinity. And Wally, we didn't mention, but that guy's dad and you and I have played together here at the University of Louisville, and we just like to congratulate not only Jeff, but his dad Oscar and his mom Donna for such a tremendous young man, a good student and a fine athlete in person. Because
Fine
he is
set
a nice
of parents,
young
and
man.
obviously it's brushed off on old Jeff, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Well, we want to thank you folks for joining us. Once again, the final score, Trinity 28, Manual nothing. Thanks to Wally Euler and Jim Frazier, our color commentary, and we appreciate you watching. We say bid you goodwill, and tune in next year for more Kentucky State Championship action here at Cardinal Stadium. Ouch, that is so cold. Look out, Coach Lampley.